Hey, Tommy, thank you for that Facebook link that you posted on all the uh, evils of Hillary and Bill and what have you. So if you look at my last posting, Thomas took his time to put that to my link to my channel here. I don't have Facebook. I'm not on Facebook. I don't like Facebook. But if you guys, whatever, it's just a personal thing of mine. Um, so I'm using YouTube. Anyway, all right. So I want to get into Deuteronomy chapter 20 and get going with this chapter here. Please remember to vote. Your vote elects the electoral college electoral college representative is what your vote really goes for. Okay, it doesn't. You can look that up yourself. But anyway, if the more votes go for the Democrat, then you elect the 4 Democrats that go to represent us, or the 4 Republicans that go to represent us. You know what I mean? Okay. All right. Okay, so chapter 20 is the priest exhortation to encourage people to battle, how to use the cities that accept or refuse the proclamation of peace, and what cities must be devoted. Okay? So when thou goest out to battle against thine enemies, and seest horses, chariots, and a people more than thou, be not afraid of them. In other words, they were giants, bigger than you, okay? If you look at Tom Horn and Steve Quayle and Tim Alberino, they explain what the giants look like. And the giants before the flood were huge, okay? As tall as the cedars of Lebanon, these giants, okay? Yeah, so be not afraid of them. For the Lord thy God is with thee, which brought thee up out of the land of Egypt. And it shall be, when you are come nigh into battle, that the priest shall approach and speak unto the people, and shall say unto them, Hear, O Israel, you approach this day unto battle against your enemies. Let not your hearts faint, fear not, and do not tremble, neither be ye terrified because of them. For the Lord your God is he that goeth with you to fight for you against your enemies, to save you. And the officers shall speak unto the people, saying, What man is there that hath built a new house, and hath not dedicated it? Let him go and return to his house, lest he die in the battle, and another man dedicate it. And what man is he that had planted a vineyard, and hath not yet eaten of it? Let him also go and return to his house, lest he die in battle, and another man eat of it. And what man is there that had betrothed a wife, and had not taken her? Let him go and return to his house, lest he die in battle, and another man take her. And the officers shall speak further unto the people, and they shall say, What man is there that is fearful and faint-hearted? Let him go and return into his house, and lest his brother heart faint as well as his heart. And it shall be, when the officers have made an end of speaking unto the people, that they shall make captains of the armies to lead the people. When thou comest nigh unto a city to fight against it, then proclaim peace unto it. And it shall be, if it make thee answer of peace, open unto thee, that it shall be that all the people that is found therein shall be tributaries unto thee, and they shall serve thee. And if it will make no peace with thee, but will make war against thee, then thou shalt besiege it. And when the Lord thy God had delivered it into thine hands, thou shalt smite every male thereof with the edge of the sword. But the women and the little ones and the cattle and all that's in the city, even all the spoil thereof, shalt thou take unto thyself. Thou shalt eat the spoil of thine enemies, which the Lord thy God has given thee. Thou shalt do unto all the cities which are very far off from thee, which are not of the cities of these nations, but of the cities of these people which the Lord thy God doth give thee for an inheritance. Thou shalt save alive nothing that breatheth. So destroy all of it. But thou shalt utterly destroy them, namely the Hittites and the Amorites, Canaanites and the Perizzites, Hivites, Jebusites. The Lord thy God hath commanded thee, that they teach you not to do after their abominations, which they have done unto their gods. So should ye sin against the Lord your God, when thou shalt besiege the city a long time in making war against it to take it. Thou shalt not destroy the trees thereof by forcing an axe against them. Thou mayest eat of them, and thou shalt not cut them down, for the tree of field is man's life, to employ them in the siege. Only the trees which thou knowest that they be not trees for meat, thou shalt destroy and cut them down. Thou shalt build bulwarks against the city that maketh war with thee, until it be subdued. So let me just stop there and explain a little bit. You know, a lot of what the Lord has said here, and he reiterates things later on as you go on and read the Bible. Like when he's talking about don't destroy the trees and stuff. When we're in the end times, also God has told trying to think. It's not coming to mind. But anyways, he repeats things throughout the Bible that he keeps, like don't destroy the trees, don't destroy the oceans, don't destroy the birds in the air, or, the animals. Anybody that has the seal of God on them, do not destroy them. Anybody else that doesn't, have at it, And so he keeps, this is a repeating pattern that I've noticed. So when God's people go in and clear out a land that is inhabited by Nephilim, giants, and when when he talks about their abominations against God, because they're worshiping their gods are the fallen angels. These fallen angels have skill, okay? They have talent. They were given certain abilities, okay? They taught men and women all sorts of things, okay? Like how to make weapons and makeup and how to beautify yourself and how to graft in plants with other plants and how to make them grow and flourish. And they had all this knowledge, okay? What that was to be used for, I don't know. I mean, they were watchers, okay? 200 of them that came down and decided a pact among themselves, okay? Azazel being the leader, to mate and take women, okay, against their will, okay, and bear them children, okay? And God was really upset with this because this is not his design, all right? And knew what would happen. Well, they bore giants. Oftentimes, the women died in birth, giving birth to these abominations. And, Goliath and his brothers were giants, okay, that King David killed. So, obviously didn't get rid of all of them, all right? But they were to go in and kill everything except don't hurt the trees and so forth, as God commands them here. Don't destroy them, don't cut them down. They should be used for, your meat, okay, and for you to live off of. So, you'll notice these different patterns as you go through the Bible and keep reading them. And people, who read the Old Testament, who don't have knowledge, discernment, or God hasn't given them, they don't trust in the Lord to teach them. They're not drawing close to the Lord and asking the Lord to show them, with an earnest heart, what it is that he's trying to say, and have him, be your teacher. I don't trust any man to teach me, okay? And please don't take my word for it. I want you, every time you hear me reading the Bible, or you're going to read it for yourself, to pray to pray to God and ask the Holy Spirit to teach you, and ask, to be your comforter, to help guide you. Ask Jesus to teach you what it is that he wants you to learn, where you're at this time in your life, on your own, personal journey with the Lord. Some people have been downloaded the entire Bible and understand it perfectly, okay? I wish I could have that happen to me. So I think the Lord comes at us where we are at, all right, in our life. At least that's been true for me, okay? And so, so anyway, as I'm reading this, I'm just like, wow. I think that things would have been much different if, look, if you're facing, we will be facing in the end times giants, okay? Because in the days of Noah, God said it will be as in the days of Noah. Now, exactly what does that mean? We have a great, imagination. We've got television that bears that out, and films and what have you, as people. But I also think that the enemy uses these mediums to explain their plan, what they plan to do, what's actually happening. They have to keep the balance, the positive and negative. These fallen angel Nephilim children, they are disembodied spirits that inhabit some sort of hybrid body, okay? So, and also Tony of God Rules pointed out to me that there were giants of varying sizes. So some of them could have been small. I don't know how that works, but anyway, varying sizes. So they're, if it's a spirit, maybe the spirit can fit within, a various size. Maybe they decided not to look like giants so that would confuse humans in the future, today's present time. I don't know. But we'll see, okay? And I really, truly believe we are living in the end times. We are in the end time things. I mean, when you look at all of this evil, and with the politics and everything going on, and the media being bought out, CNN is Clinton News Network, okay? So you cannot